one, this is another subject, I saw one, they translated the word qital to jihad in the English language. Is that a translation? No. That's a breach of trust. You're telling me that you're going to translate a word from the same language and give it another meaning. This is the danger, the real danger that's going on, that anybody can go out here and just release something, get a few people to stamp, with a rubber stamp on it and say, yeah, I signed it off. And a lot of times they don't take the time to read it, or they're not qualified to know. But for sure, and I'll come back to the main subject, the word Islam. If you don't ever translate it, how are people supposed to know what it is? Many Muslims have been confronted with that over the last 10, 15 years, and they started coming up with their own translations of what is Islam. Islam means, and then they'll give their own meaning to it. One of the most common ones, Islam means peace. Yeah? Really? When's the last time you said Islam alaikum to somebody? Huh? When's the last time somebody walked up and go, Islam alaikum? You're like, what? You just learning Arabic or what? Why you said that? Well, you said it means peace. Oops. So by not translating it, not translating the meaning, fine, if you want to leave the word there, I don't have a problem with that. But put parentheses and tell us what the meaning is. Everybody knows Christianity is named for who? Christ. That's not hard to figure out, is it? Judaism is named for who? Judah, the tribe of Judah. Buddhism is named for Buddha. Hinduism is named for Hindustan. Islam is yeah, that's the problem. If you can't even translate that, what about the rest of it? Because when you say Islam Adina, it'll say religion. Deen is religion. It's not wrong, but it's not totally right either. It doesn't give you everything. You know why? Let's check this out. In the Quran, and you know this one because you've memorized it. Lakum deenakum waliya deen. Now, who am I supposed to say that to? Believers? No. A movement? No. You're saying that to who? A disbeliever. Isn't that true? How does it start out? Ya ayyuhal kafirun. Kafirun. These are people that are disbelievers. True or false? So how am I telling somebody who doesn't even believe in Allah at all, rejects belief in Allah, and I'm saying, Lakum deenakum waliya deen? I'm telling him to your religion and me to my religion. How does that work? How can I say to him, to me is my religion and to you is your religion? And he's going, what are you talking about? I don't have a religion. That's the whole point. Oops. How do you translate it? Ask a real scholar and find out. What they explain to you in the Arabic language, you begin to understand it's what you do. It's what you're all about. It's what you believe, even if it's disbelief, but it's what you're upon, if you don't mind me using that phrase. So, whatever you do, it's your way. Deen is way. Now check this out. Once you do this, then you draw yourself a lot closer to the Christians and can wake them up to something that's in their own Bible. One word, one simple word, just by getting the right meaning. You want me to show you? Watch. Instead of saying religion, say way. Our way. Our way is to worship Allah alone without partners. That's our way. Our deen, our way. Right. Okay. In the book, after the Gospels in the Bible, it's called the Acts of the Apostles, or abbreviated, they call it the Acts. And you will find in the 7th chapter that Paul is telling about himself that he used to persecute the followers of Jesus. He said he used to persecute them to death, even kill them. But he didn't call them the followers of Jesus. You know what he called them? Ahl Din, people of the way. They translated it exactly. And they even capitalized the W in there to let you know it was a proper noun. It was not just a word way. It was what they were called, people of the way. Now, if people understood that you were saying that, they'd be like, wait a minute, how does that compare? And then if they knew what Islam meant, wow. Do we have enough time? Let me look. Would you like to know what Islam can translate to English and help people better know? The thing that I read to you from the card is Islam in every single way. The one word that we don't have translated answers every single thing that I read to you from the card. Let me refresh your memory. Being misled, looking for truth in a world of lies. You're depressed, you're lonely, you're hurting, you can't be fixed. Something's missing. Where did you come from? Where are you going? You need answers. Every human being, believe it this or not, talk to psychiatrists, they'll tell you. Every human living being on the planet since Adam until today has one common denominator that all of us, we think we are upon or we want to get it. This is something we need. You know what it is? Every human being wants this same thing more than anything else. It's why we do what we do. It is why we get an education. It's why we work. It's why we want to make money. It's why we want a bigger house, a bigger car, a beautiful spouse. These are the things that we think will give us what we really want inside. You know what we all want? In Arabic language, I'll tell you what the word is. Aslama. Aslama. That's what we're looking for. And how do you understand it? Watch this. First of all is surrender. This is in the dictionary, the Mawrid, if you want to look it up and find out for yourself. These are some of the composites that come together to help you understand Aslama. Surrender to Allah. Submit to the commandments of Allah, the Amr of Allah. Then, to obey those commandments. How? In sincerity. All these words are there. And in peace, to achieve what? Security. Security and safety. All of these, salama, coming from the same word. Istaslim. Salam. And Islam. All coming out of silm, the same root. Now, watch this. Everything on here, the person he needs what? He's looking for what? And you've got it right here, and you didn't tell him. It's as simple as that. He needs to know what's Aslama. We also need to know it so we can do it properly. And that's why we come to the masjid, to learn, to remember, to read the Quran. Make sense? There's a step above it. One more step. Put mu in front of it, and you find the one who does it. Instead of like talk, think, believe, we put after everything in English, right? In Arabic, you put mu in front of the verb. And then mu adan, mu safar, mu aslam, Muslim. Watch this. Once they know surrender, submission, obedience, sincerity, peace, and security, safety with Allah, how could they now say the other things that they've been saying on the news? Nobody will buy it. They laugh in their face. Islamic extremist, Islamic terrorist, a what? A peaceful, surrendering person to God, sincere, obedient, terrorist? Doesn't work, does it? And all because we didn't translate one word. And also because we didn't really live it either. Because when we live Islam, people recognize it. And they say, you know what? I want to be like that guy. He's got that peace. He's got that security. Something happens to him, like he locks his keys in the car, right? And he doesn't panic and break out the windshield and go crazy and jump up and down. He just says, Qadar Allah, mashallah. He loses his job. He doesn't go commit suicide. He just says, Alhamdulillah, I got some time to read the Quran. I'll go to the masjid. Alhamdulillah. Somebody dies. We say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. We go to the janazah. But we know that that person is okay. He's with Allah. It's not the end of the world. Not for us. So when they see that, they'll be like, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. I highly recommend, brothers, that you consider doing something like this. Whether you want to use our websites or not, that's up to you. Whether or not you want to watch the Guidance TV and use that as a tool, it's up to you. We did our job. It's up to you. But I recommend you better do something. Because Allah is going to ask all of us, what did you do with the life I gave you? How did you use it? How did you spend it? Were you working for this dunya or were you working for your akhir? May Allah give us that tawfiq, ameen, to work for our akhir and not for this dunya, ameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who understand and carry that message for our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ameen. Rabbana atina fi dunya hasan wa fil akhirati hasan wa qina adhaban nar. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. الحمد لله رب العالمين هو الذي جعلنا مسلمين. إقاموا الصلاة.